Hey everyone, Cassie here with Schwarzkopf Professional. I'm really excited because today I'm going to show you a really beautiful shag haircut. The shag is something that has been around for a really long time. We've known iterations of it like the butterfly cut. It gives a beautiful face framing effect, which I think is lovely on so many faces. The wonderful thing about using a mannequin is that I can show you a bunch of tips and tricks that will show you great ways to customize this cut for your client. So let's get started. I'm going to be using our Fiber Clinic's hydrating spray to detangle. So I've started with my mannequin in a profile parting, meaning that I started at the top front of the hairline and moved all the way down into the nape area with just a straight singular parting. Body position is really important in this type of haircut. You want to be directly in front the entire time. I'm going to be working in pivoting sections, starting from the crown of the head and working my way around until I reach my final section in my profile parting. And then working from the other direction, same thing, working in a pivoting, rotating section all the way around until I finish again at my profile parting. The very last thing I'll do will be to cut the length. I always take a little bit from each side. So you'll see that I'm gonna take a little triangle from this side and a little triangle from this side. I'm going to be pointing at her nose, but I want it to start here at the chin length. So knowing my length, pulling it out, pulling it straight back, and cutting this way. My lovely model here has a pointed chin, which is a little bit more of a heart-shaped face, which actually is really good because this will actually give a little bit more heft to the jawline here, as opposed to taking away from it. My second section is going to take this whole front piece here and working this all forward. Very important not to lose my guide. See it, I'm pointing back and cutting toward myself. I'm not moving around the head with my guide. My section is pivoted, but my hair will be over directed always to my middle part guide. So the reason that we always keep this stationary guide is because basically what I'm doing and what a shag will do is you're cutting short to long. What we want is this hair to fall away from the face and give it this beautiful open butterfly effect. And that's what the shorter pieces will be pushing those longer pieces back. You can already see that lovely shape falling into place. I'm really excited. I'm gonna continue this section and I'll be back once I reach the ear and I'll guide you through to the back half. I'm now at the last section, the last pivot. I'm at the ear. Again, still making sure that I'm in front of my mannequin. Bringing that hair forward. And you can see I'm gaining length as I'm coming around. My next section, right behind the ear, I stay stationary. Still following my guide. So you can see I'm becoming more vertical the closer I get to that profile section. Bringing all my hair forward once again, you can see my part. Notice I'm coming back to the front of the face. I always want to be looking at her straight in the eye. It's very awkward with clients when you're just staring contests, but the mannequins don't mind. Letting the sections drop as I'm running out of hair here. Pointing back at her face. Cutting, following my guide. I'm at my last two sections before my profile parting, and so I'm gonna clip away my right side just to have it out of the way so I don't accidentally grab into it when I'm pulling these last two sections. And very last section here. last section. I see my guide. There we go. And you can see she's got this beautiful shape that's gonna kick back really nicely. Notice one thing that we didn't do at first is we didn't cut the perimeter. We will cut the perimeter at the very end. So starting on the left-hand side, same sectioning. Now, again, still facing my mannequin directly in the eye, pointing back to her nose. That's my guide. And then just double checking. Wow, perfect. And my next section, again, following my pivoting section, always coming directly out, pointing back at my nose. So I'm gonna continue working this side the same way I did on the right, and I'll be back on my last couple sections. The first thing I'm gonna do to determine how much length I want to take off is take a section from ear to ear all the way across. So right on top of the ear here is where the shortest part of your perimeter is always going to be. It's the highest part of the perimeter when you're thinking of length. So I'm going to gauge my perimeter based off of this section right here. So I'm going to clip away at the front of her hairline on both sides. And then what I'm going to do is take a look, making sure, again, her hair is straight. I'm gonna take a look at where these meet and just know that if I go shorter than this, I'll be cutting into the perimeter of the front, which we don't wanna do. We wanna maintain some integrity and maintain some strength in this core area. So now I have my guide, I can see my section. I know exactly how much length I wanna cut. And because I want this still to have some fluidity and some movement, I'm actually gonna point cut the length. So I'm gonna use the widest part of my comb. I'm not going to hold it very taut, cutting in the middle. When I'm dealing with perimeter this long, obviously it's a mannequin head and I can make her as tall as I want her to be. But with your clients, if you have somebody with long hair, have them stand. There's no reason you can't have your client stand, and just making sure that their shoulders are straight, that their head is straight. This might actually help you get a nice perimeter and you're really gonna be able to see all the way through. I'm coming in zero tension. This is my last section here. And again, just point cutting across to give me a nice even perimeter, and then we'll be done. So now that my lovely mannequin is finished with her wet cut, I'm gonna go ahead and finish styling her with a little bit of the hair body and our air whip. This is with both really great lightweight products on this hair just to give it a nice soft blowout. And we're back with the final look. I think this turned out really beautiful. One of the things that I noticed is when I was blow drying her that my lovely mannequin actually has a natural part which seems to tend to fall to this side, so which is fine. That actually happens quite a bit. We have clients who maybe have a little bit of more of a side part versus really dead center, and that's very common. Sometimes what I'll do though then is with the hair dry and with it in place, I'll go in and just do a little bit of detailing so that I get this nice blend, so that I have just a little bit of a blend from side to side here. Sometimes I think it just makes it a little bit more organic to pick it up and just kind of let it fall. So I am very happy with my results here. What do you think? I love love it. I think it looks great. I couldn't agree more. If you love it too, let us know what you think in the comments below. Let us know, is there another cut you want to learn? We'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to check out more videos like these, as well as different tutorials with more content on our eAcademy. And we'll see you next time.